back everyone, Shika Hogan here, reporting for the festival. So, uh, you probably remember this old build of mine back around a year ago where I drive this heavily modified Renault Alpine A110. And it was an incredible car back then when I first drive it, and it still is, but I just rarely drive it these days because, well, it's kinda a little out of control, and because of that, it just you know, kinda being replaced by other rally car. Well, I usually just use Subaru anyway on S1 class, so it basically got replaced. And well, you probably know where this is going because this week, you finally can get a certain new car from based on this heritage of a car back from the history. And yes, I'm talking about the other Alpine A110, which is available right here, right now from the where is the festival playlist? From the festival playlist right here. And yes, I already got it, so now I even already built it, so I can just start running around driving it to wherever I want. But before we actually do that, let's make a comparison between the two in terms of specification. Well, both are on S1 class, so there are some merit there. Country, where is it? There it is. So this is the new Alpine A110. Doesn't hold the name Renault on this one, so it's just called Alpine A110. And well, let's go on the Forza Vista and have a look around. The body color, well, I keep it as is because it's the same car. I just added the stickers, well, the decals to be precise, just like just like I did on the old one. And well, of course there are some difference, like there is a wing mirror now, which never existed in the old car. Yeah, it's an interesting car. Well, car in the old times are really interesting. They don't even have a wing mirror, which these days it's mandatory, and it's a functional one, so I do like it. Well, you have this French flag here, right on the back pillar here. And well, the interesting thing is they try to resemble the old style of it. Let's try to hide the user interface here. Like, they add the likes here, as you can see there, the two likes that existed on the original Renault Alpine A110. They even try to make a resemblance back on the back here, where they make the trunk opening looks like the way it does back for the rear engine mounted one. It looks similar. The difference is, obviously this is a modern car and it's a mid-engine. That's the obvious difference. But after I tune it out, maximum tune, basically. Well, wrong button. It has some difference, obviously. This particular Alpine is 443 horsepower, which is a lot higher compared to the older one, which is 488 horsepower. The older one has 413 foot-pound of torque with the same engine. Yeah, I believe I put the Turbo Rally engine on both of them, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I drive this one. And this one has 555 foot-pound of torque, so it has more torque, obviously, because it has more power as well. But downside is, this particular Alpine is heavier because this weighs 2,210 pounds, while the older one, after weight reduction, obviously both of this, the older one has 1,623 pounds, so 600 different around there. And what else? The weight distribution on the older one is biased toward the rear, which with 45% on the rear, no, 45% on the front. And the A10 is not much different. The only difference is one is a rear engine, the other one is a mid engine. This mid engine is almost exactly on the middle, which is 49% on the front. And the liter, okay, so I think this is a different engine now that I saw the displacement. This is a 2.5 liter engine, at least how I tune it. And this one is a 2-liter engine. This is the inline 4 turbo rally. And this one, I kind of forgot, but I think it's the flat 4 from Porsche. I am not sure. But either way, the A110 is obviously the newer one and a lot heavier, but probably a lot safer to drive compared to the old Alpine A110 600S, 1600S. And well, let's just see how this Alpine A110 drive. And so, welcome to the Cotswolds Road Rally Trail. I managed to butcher that up, annoyingly. No retakes, guys. Well, just like on the older video, I did the racing on the winter, so I just immediately set the dirt race on the winter, so you know it will show how it performs compared to the older one. And well, not that I remember it, but I believe I managed to make it quite similar to in terms of how the car behave, aside from the understeer a little bit on racing. So let's see. Let me show you now. So this car, and well, not as fast accelerating as the older one because obviously it's heavier. 600 pounds heavier is quite a lot, like around 300 kilograms. Yeah, that is a lot. Well, I mean, it still can turn, just have to let off the throttle. Okay, not need to let off the throttle on that one actually, I feel. But yeah, car is doing pretty well actually. Oh boy, understeer. But yeah, it can get understeer around the corner. Well, and that's not what you want on this area actually. Especially on your, if you're a rally driver, you know understeer is the biggest enemy that you have to fight against. Because it's much easier to deal with. Oh, first steer! Excuse me. Yeah, but unfortunately, since this particular area is more oriented towards the high-speed car more than the handling, this car doesn't have enough acceleration, doesn't have enough top speed. It has a lot of trouble because I feel like if I try to do well, I should go with a handling based track to make sure I can do well. And there we go. 5th place. Well, that's not bad. It's certainly not good at all because this car doesn't keep up really well with the others. So let's go on to the next track. Alright, now we're on Ashbrook Loop Scramble, which is one of my favorite track, and it's, well, kinda a high speed as well, but it has some handling bits, especially on the dirt section. So let's see how it will perform. Oh, there is a Tamo there. I haven't tried to make a review on that car, but you know, I'd rather not to. Guys, I just missed the checkpoint, and my rewind is not turned on, so yeah, let's just restart. I'm so annoyed by that. That's what happened when I'm trying way too hard to cut the corner on this game. There is a Porsche Cayman here with us, and it's gone because I missed shift. That's just how it is with these handling cars in this game. They don't have enough power, and on the strike line, they're gone. And there's a police, so screw the police. Brake, downshift. And put on the throttle again. This is some tricky part for this car actually. Ah, hit the car, god damn it. Yeah, but see, when it comes to corner, it can keep up rather well. But when the strike comes back, or strike-ish line is back. Sorry about that. When this, yeah, you see, when the high speed section is there, well, car doesn't keep up rather well with the, especially the air. So I'm pretty sure if it's against a good player with who use the high speed car, this car won't be able to keep up at all. And I just accidentally scrolled down my headset. Oh well. Headset volume knob thing. Yeah, come on. Okay, and let's do well on that one. But I don't know. Missed that out again. Quite hesitating there a little bit. But everything goes well, especially on the tarmac. I mean, it doesn't show the nature of the understeer right now, but it can caught you off guard if you're not careful. But you can always slide your car if you really need to. But yeah, car is pretty good, that's for sure. I'll watch the command on this car to be honest. Nope. There we go. That was an error from me, but at least it looks cool on people's eye. So that's the good thing about that. But you know, I'm just going to say again, driving while talking is actually quite hard when you're doing it on controller. I mean, I can drive and talk when actually driving, not on the phone though. That would be stupid because you put your hands like this on the phone, and you know, it's really dangerous, obviously, because you don't have all the control on the steering wheel. But I can talk just fine with when I drive an actual car in a reasonable speed. But if not, well, but other than that, when driving fast, well, I'll stay shut up quite a lot. Alright, welcome to the Greendale Foothill Scramble. And, well, just like last year, basically, when I did this particular track, I remember it correctly. And, well, This track is quite tricky for a circuit track for rally because it's small, has water on it, can mess you up really bad with that water there, and well, there is a lot of snow, so this car should be able to keep up. So what do I think about this car now? Well, when it can keep up with most people, come on. Oh yeah, I mean, you kind of have a different line due to the understeer. Yeah, it doesn't like sharp corner like that actually. You just have to try to chug it in and hope for the best basically. Why are you slowing down around there? You can kind of flat out around there up until the second corner will come up, but yeah, braking line is on here. Come on, there we go, there we go, and oh come on. I mean, that's karma, I guess. And now we're on the strike line, so we couldn't really keep up with the others. Yeah, that's the problem about this car. It cannot keep up with the others when on the high speed area. That was a bad take for me. So that's a corner cut, obviously. But you know what? This is Horizon. There aren't really regulating the race on this game. And there we go. When you take the bad corner, well, you take it badly, I mean, you just kinda have trouble there. No! Should have tried to brake on that one actually, but I'm mid-cornering, so I'm not sure if I should try to trail brake on that one. But then again, I put up a good show for the crowd, I guess. Now that guy on the front just went off, and I couldn't have any slipstream that will help me out with the speed because, yeah, slow car problem. What is that car? An Audi? A Porsche? I don't know. Can't really see it. I just a tap on that one. The understeer is really bad. This car really needs to be fixed. Yeah, that's an Audi. I can see the badge on the rear. I don't think I could get the first place after that error. I mean, I try, but well, that would be an undercut from the enemy, the opponent, if I do it like that on online play. Well, assuming they know how to drive, because in this game they don't really know how to drive. Not all of them, most of them has problem with corner. And well, yeah, I mean, yeah, now I just have to block somehow against a super fast Audi, right? Has more power. Okay, he almost caught me. If it's a longer straight, I will be defeated. And somehow I get a faster best lap compared to him. Just almost 1 second different. Damn. That is really close. That's a TTS. Damn. That is really something.